Okay, so before we start the program, our MPs here and our community outreach officer would like to say a few words. So first we'll introduce Jasbir Sandhu.
Thank you very much. My name is Jasbir Sandhu. I'm the Member of Parliament for Surrey North. Actually, this is part of our riding. I'm very happy to be here celebrating the new government in place in Somalia. I have read up a little bit about the new government, and you know, it's also a pleasure for me to say hi to a number of people that I've known from the Somalian community for the last 10-15 years, and I've heard from them not only today but from the Somalian community the struggles that Somalia has went through over the last 20-odd years, and it's good to see progress being made in Somalia because, you know, I'm an immigrant myself. I come from India. I came here 32 years ago, and so you always have some. You want best wish, although we have adopted Canada as our country, and this is where we make our home, but we always wish well for the country that we have left behind, that there is progress, whether it's in democratic reforms, whether there's you know, economic reform. So it's always you know, in the back of your mind that you wish very well for the country that you have left. Having migrated to Canada over 32 years ago, when I came here, you know, it was to look at it with different political system. I mean, India had a democracy, but here, you know, there's a different system in place. And I also read up on some of the stuff that happened back here. Like I know from the for a number of you know, number of things that have happened over the years. For example, the immigrants and the South Asians didn't have a voting right till about 1948, and there was a time where immigrants could not buy a land in a certain part of the town. So there has been many struggles over the years that people have fought for rights to vote, to acquire land in certain parts of the town. And these struggles have what has built up Canada over the years. Today we have a very robust, multicultural society, but it wasn't always like that. So people had to struggle to gain those rights. And one of the things I can tell you, I belong to the New Democratic Party, and when I look back at which parties or which organizations have supported, whether it's immigrants, minorities, whether it's women, I can certainly tell you that New Democratic Party has always stood up for minorities, even when there was times they've lost elections because they stood up with minorities. So I welcome you to, on behalf of my party, I want to again celebrate this day with you, and best of luck. And I would continue to work with the Somalian community. If you have any issues dealing with the federal government, please, I know my colleague Ginny Sims is in Ottawa today and she couldn't be here today, but if you have any issues dealing with federal government, immigration, usually immigration, and any other federal issue, please either contact Ginny Sims or my office anytime. We are here to provide service to the entire community. So thank you very much.
Okay, so next I'm going to call up Sue Hemmel, who is MLA.
And I'd like to ask Amrit Mahal to come up and join me. I'm doing that because Amrit is a candidate for the Panorama area in the next provincial election, which is in May, just in case you had forgotten that. First off, I'd like to, again, like Jasbir, congratulate you on the progress in your country. I know it's important to all of you. And I do want to say, I remember not too long ago talking to someone who was from Syria, actually, and very, very distressed about what was going on in their country. And, you know, getting to a democratic system is not easy. And it hasn't been easy for any country. There usually is some trauma that proceeds as people struggle to that place. And so we're so thrilled that your country is on its way moving in that direction. Now, Jasbir's talked about how you want to keep contact with your homeland and how important that is to know that there's progress here. But I want to just touch a moment on our country. What I say a lot of times when I'm in a community that is emerging in our country, that everyone here has to remember that this country has been built by immigrants or the sons or granddaughters of immigrants. Our First Nations community was here originally, but they also immigrated to this country, to this place. So we all come from somewhere, and all of us have a story about how we got here. And most of the time, we have come to this country to make a better world for our children and our families. So not only you have done that, but so have most of the people who have chosen to come and live in this country. And I'll tell you just a moment of the story of my family. I'm of Irish descent. So my family is originally from Ireland. And they fled Ireland during the famine, the potato famine, where people were being thrown off their land because the farmers were being thrown off the land because they could not pay the rent. My great-great-great-grandfather came with his wife and one son to this country to make a better life for him and his family. He died on board ship. So his wife and their son arrived here in Canada, and there was no immigrant settlement services at that time. And her only choice was she remarried. And she, in fact, remarried somebody on board the ship. And that family, that new father for this son, raised my great-great-great-grandfather. And when he was 21, he was told he was adopted, and he took his surname back at that time. So my family, I can tell you that my great-great-great-grandfather would turn over knowing his great-great-granddaughter was in Parliament. But that's our country. We rule ourselves by ordinary people, govern this country. We represent our communities. We represent you. We carry your voices. Jasbir carries your voices to Ottawa. I carry your voices to Victoria. We serve the community because we are from you. And that is the wonder of our country. Our country has been built by immigrants and the sons and daughters of immigrants, and we rule ourselves through our people. So we have an amazing country. And so not only do we celebrate our country, but we celebrate the progress that your homeland is making. So to all you, a great night. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for having me here today. I'm amongst friends. I can recognize a few friends here, and it's really nice to be here. First, I'm here on behalf of Ginny Sims as well, but a little bit about myself. I'm a first-generation immigrant here too. So Canada is a great country. Being a first generation, I am actually got an opportunity to be a member of legislator in Victoria. So hopefully I get a lot of support from here. Again, the Somalia community, I would say welcome to the mainstream basically, because you guys have had a tough time. We've had news in the last 20 years. It's so, for me, it's exciting to see some happy faces and you celebrating Somalia Day. So what I like to do now is present on Ginny's behalf. Ginny is very happy to help you whenever she can. She had to go to Ottawa yesterday because she's very important. Parliament's tomorrow and she has to be there. So I'd like the President to come get the award, please. And thank you very much.